Everybody be cool! This is a robbery!
Any one of you fucking pricks move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
So I'm with Shane, Lindsay, and Rogelio, who are all participated in this great adventure, the Tarantino in concert, that's going to take place for 8 concerts here in Montreal. First question, are you all Tarantino fans?
Yes, I'm a big Tarantino fan.
The first Tarantino film I ever watched was Kill Bill. And I loved all of the music that was in it, and then every single film that I'd seen since then. I remember Django came out, and I watched that film, and I walked across the street to the Barnes & Noble, and I bought the soundtrack. It was just immediate.
For me, I was a Quentin Tarantino fan, I guess from like Dusk Till Dawn when I saw him in that. And then obviously there's Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill. I've seen those movies, but what I love is that I think I'm a bigger fan now from doing this show and having this experience.
I started this series 4 years ago with my co-creator Chris Bratton, and now we have another co-creator, Anderson Davis. We started because we were Tarantino fans and we loved his movies, and we were looking for something to do in LA. We had a space to perform in, and we had a lot of talent that we were surrounded by, and we started these concerts on Saturday nights, and we said, let's get Tarantino. The only thing you have to do is bring a Tarantino song to the bar one night and sing a Tarantino song, and it inspired the series that we're able to bring to Montreal tonight.
You mix theater, dance, singing, musical performance. Did you sort of invent something?
Well, yeah. I think when we set out to do is kind of break the wall down. We had a cabaret space in Los Angeles, and that was the goal: is to how do we create a new generation cabaret? And it's a word that a lot of people see as kind of a bad word in the entertainment business, or dinner theater, or any of those type of things. So we wanted to turn that on its head and create something that really spoke to a new generation, but done in a form that removes any kind of barrier between you and the audience. We take over the theater. It's done in a 360-degree kind of experience, and we wanted to bring that experience that we do in Los Angeles to Montreal, and hopefully beyond.
Wanna get out there? I don't tell you, motherfucker. Say what? One more goddamn time. He's black. Go on.
Has Tarantino saw the concert?
Yes, he's been to see the show 4 times now, and has become kind of part of our family now in a sort of crazy way. That he's embraced the show and we've embraced him, and it's a very good relationship.
It's quite interesting the way you use the space. Sometimes you sit right beside us, you arrive from behind, and this kind of proximity with the public. How important is that for you? It's part of the concert, right?
I believe it's extremely important because it brings you in when you see that you're actually a part of the show. You're not just sitting down and being a patron and I'm going to watch a performance and they're going to be 30 feet away and it's traditional theater. No, we'll come up behind you. I mean, my character, he's pretty mean, so I might come grab your purse. That's it's just what it is. I'll have a gun in your face. I was like, that's the character. It's the character.
You Mr. Page! Look, this ain't a goddamn fucking city council meeting. Listen up, Mr. Pink. We got 2 ways to do this thing here. There's my way or the highway. Now, what's it gonna be, Mr. Pink?
How did you choose the dialogues that you would use for the concert? Was it hard to make a selection?
Originally, we were able to, because we were doing this just on Saturday nights, and so we would bring different pieces of dialogue. So we would see what would work with an audience every week, and the shows had several different incarnations, and what we've arrived at is hopefully what we consider like those moments that an audience wants and needs to hear, but also we want to create a clever way of weaving all of those stories together, because I think that Quentin does that with his films. He has a very distinct and signature style.
It's the first time you present the concert outside of the United States. Were you surprised by the reaction yesterday?
Yes. Yes. I was worried that something would get lost with a language barrier, or that like it just wouldn't translate, or that that it wouldn't be what it has been, because we're very used to a certain reaction. And it was, I'm sorry, Los Angeles, you guys were better than LA for me. I was like, oh, that Montreal does it better. Make a T-shirt. It was amazing.
Yeah, yesterday it felt amazing, just being in front of the Montreal audience, and the way you guys received us.
How we doing? Goddamn, everything's good. All right, now look, there's gonna be some gunshots, there's gonna be blood, there's gonna be tits, ass, and songs. We're gonna have a really good time. We're gonna start in about 5 minutes, all right?
Culturally, we know everyone knows Quentin Tarantino films, but culturally, will you get it? Will it be a lot for you to hear some of the language? You know what I mean? It can be coarse. How will you receive that? And everyone received it actually very, very well, better than we could have ever predicted, to be honest. And so I'm very, very grateful for that experience. And thank you, Montreal, and can't wait to do it again.
What brings people together internationally is not only the films but the music. It is he picks such beautiful soundtracks, and at the end of the day, this is a concert. It's a concert celebration of the music of the Quentin Tarantino made a playlist for you and said, listen to this in your car. And that's what we're hoping that people walk away from. And I think that music really connects audiences all over the world. So no matter what, if it was just a play, we would have had more of a difficult time probably connecting. But because the music is is the point, I think that helped a lot.
Thank you so much for being with us. We're really happy to have you in Montreal, and we wish you 7 other great concerts. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.